Hi everyone, Cendril here. Welcome back to Octopath Traveler. Okay, Cyrus's ability is done. From birth, this elderly woman's vision was quite poor. Having never ventured beyond the borders of the Sunlands, she has never seen rolling seas, nor cloudy skies, and likely never will. Very sad. Somebody gave us a hidden item up here. A silver-filled pouch. Good. Money. Silver for cash. You're just information. I got to click once, but then other stuff messed up, so I was like, eh. This lady gives us new weapons for sale. Not too many. Though she came to Sunshade to find her mother, she was too late, for the woman had taken ill and passed away. All that remained to give the girl comfort was a dancer's dress, a memento of happier times. Yeah, so most stories here are kind of sad. A little bit. A blade in the employ of the tavern's master. Born into poverty, he threw his lot in with a gang of thieves at a young age, and did whatever black business was asked of him. Though he has since taken up a more respectable trade, he remains willing to provide any service for the right price. His item only had he only had a 36% chance. I believe it was him or the guy up here. And I got it on the first go, which was hilarious to me. Said item. See, sometimes I can see the items on the map, but Falcon Saber, not as much attack as the sword we got for Ulbrich, but it does have 60 accuracy for when you want to make sure you hit. And a Grand Helm popped up from the new weapons for sale. It has 89 physical defense. Awesome, but it's expensive. See, it says it's... Oh, in here. A medium healing grape. Okay, not bad. Oops, not what I wanted. Hidden item. Maybe it was this guy. Born and raised in the frigid north, he was at first unaccustomed to the sight of Sunshade's dancers performing in such light revealing garments. He has since resolved to stay in Sunshade for as long as circumstances allow. Few people in here had items. A nourishing nut, cool. And an arcane glaive that normally costs a little over 3,000, I think.
Ho there!
Say this place turns away all but the wealthiest of customers after nightfall. A merchant in desperate search of a good time. Since the recent birth of his first child, he has found it considerably more difficult to carouse close to home in Victor's Hollow. So he's taken to frequenting Sunshade instead. Undeniable allure. So it was easier to allure enemies. I guess that's going to be Primrose's ability.
Hello.
Word around town is that the dancers here put on private shows for the master, if you know what I mean. Let's see now. Discount the inn. Unlike other mercenaries who are accustomed to the sights of Sunshade, this greenhorn is not, having never known the intimate company of the fairer sex. Unsurprisingly, this has led him to spend altogether too much coin on the dancing girls, far in excess of his meager earnings.
Good show.
Traveled across half the realm to visit this place. They say there's a girl here who dances like a goddess. This hunter has a habit of treating himself at the tavern after claiming the rewards for impressive marks. After slaying a fearsome beast that was terrorizing the local populace, he received a sum fit for a king and has been wearing the same satisfied grin for days on end. Dancing girls here put on quite a show. Young woman of humble birth who left her parents and came to Sunshade to work at a tavern. From an early age, her mother, an experienced swordswoman, trained her in the use of her blade. Owing to her consummate skill, the tavern has seen a sharp decrease in drunken fisticuffs. Puts him in place. Blinding arrow, but doesn't use a sword. What's with that?
Faring well?
Coming to rest my travel-weary body for a while. No place better in the realm, I say. Self-proclaimed scholar who travels the land and samples the cuisine of various taverns, and afterwards assesses them in a variety of criteria. He hopes to compile his writings in written form and disseminate them to the public, but has yet to find a patron willing to fund this bold endeavor. Oh man, that's a thing these days. You would fit right in. Prodigal son of a wealthy family, he was cast out after failing to earn his keep. He has no great dreams nor aspirations, and has recently been toying with the idea of owning his own tavern. Alright, that's everybody. Let's start Primrose's story. At last he's appeared before me. The man marked with the crow. The man who killed my father. Her name is Primrose, and she is a dancer. This is Sunshade, a city of 1,000 pleasures, forever shrouded in shadow. Driven into poverty when her noble house fell, she now plies her trade in a tavern, suffering no end of indignities at the hands of the cruel master Helganish, all for the day she could have her revenge. Then one day he appeared, a man marked by the crow, one of the 3 foul villains who murdered her dear father. And so, aided by her sole friend Yusufa, she sprints from the tavern to the labyrinth below in pursuit. She will need loyal allies on the path she has chosen. Okay, take Primrose along. Gotta replace somebody. Sadly, I think it's gonna be Tressa. Even when the blade is held at your heart, faith be your shield. Words of House Azelhart. Azelhart? Even when the blade is at your heart, faith be your shield. "10 years ago.
Funny how it works, isn't it? Everything that happens in this world falls into one of 2 neat little categories. Things one is better off knowing, and things one's better off not. Jeffrey Azelhart, I'm afraid you've been poking your nose into the latter. I have only done as my convictions bade me do. I have no regrets.
I thought you might say something like that. You're making this delightful easy.
Father!
Make sure he's dead. Let's leave this place before we're seen.
It's done. Huh.
I will never forget. 3 men, each marked with the sign of the crow. One on his left arm. One on his right. And the last on his neck. 3 men. Foul scavengers, just like the bird whose mark they bear. They took my father from me. And I will never forget.
Wishes they were quite light compared to a lot of other ones. Man, that's terrible. So she watched her father get cut down before her very eyes. And apparently she was nobility of some kind, but then the house fell into ruin after those 3 guys killed their father.
Always the same dream.
I wish I had your confidence, Primrose. I couldn't imagine nodding off minutes before my cue.
How nice it must be to be the Master's favorite. Fine. Go on and keep your airs. Act as though you're better than the rest of us.
It doesn't change the fact that you're just another dancer in the sands, Primrose. Nothing but a kept woman, here to flatter the dignity of men who pay for the privilege.
I suppose you're right.
Shh, enough chatter. Master Helganish is coming.
Do I keep you women to titter here in the shadows? My customers are waiting for their entertainment! The opening act should be on that stage already. Now, get out there and earn your keep! What a bunch of useless strays. But not you, Primrose. You are the only one I can rely on.
You flatter me, Master.
Ugh. The fact of her having to say that probably just... Ugh.
Oh, hardly. Why, this tavern's custom has increased tenfold since you stepped on our stage. But do not go forgetting yourself. It was I who groomed you for this role.
And I will be forever grateful for that, Master.
You were an ignorant girl when I picked you up. Completely useless. I've taught you everything you know. What happened to your sweet little smile? Who puts a roof over your head and food on your plate? Who bought the jewels that adorn your pretty neck? Who made you the most sought-after dancer in this dusty old town? It was me, all me. You owe me, kitten, and I'll see that debt repaid.
Yes, Master.
Good then. Purr sweetly, and I may give you a treat. Don't dally when you're done with your show. I will be waiting in my chamber. I'll have you purr for me some more.
Primrose, it's your cue.
I'm coming.
Put your face back on now, kitten.
Yes, Master.
Ugh, you are scum. Tavern lies at the end of the central road just past the bazaar. I mustn't dally any longer. Make for the tavern.
How are you?
But I hear the passage just past here leads somewhere in the sands. Yep.
A good day, Jake.
You are terrible.
master.
Master. Mr. Helganish's pride and joy. You're fond of dancers, if you catch my meaning. Ugh. Right, Primrose gonna move on. Not only is he scum, he's also dumb. Slapping Primrose like that. That's terrible.
Oh there!
You all say the same thing.
Ah, there you are.
Kept his reloaded Primrose.
Forgive me.
Just fixing my hair. Better been worth it. You're our best chance at getting to eat tonight. And the customers have been waiting. They can wait longer.
I am ready.
Let the show begin. Enter, yeah! Like, they'll wait. Watch over me, Father. That day I swore revenge against the men who took you from me. The 3 marked by the crow. My once proud house fallen. I left home far behind, following their trail. That trail has led me here. She's all about revenge. Heard one of them often passes through here on his travels. It was the smallest scrap of hope, but it was all I had. Until I find him, there is no disgrace I will not endure. Losing my honor is nothing compared to the pain of losing you. Father, I will not stop until I find the 3 and see justice served. Until I avenge you, I will dance.
Wow!
All too kind and too handsome, are my dad. Not bad, Primrose. Not bad. Thank you. Look at your sandals. See if you've gone and broken a strap. Go back to the dormitory and fetch yourself another pair.
Yes.
Most happily.
Oh there!
Good show.
Hey! Hey!
Papa, I'm gonna be in a play. I'll be the princess and everyone will look at me. You'll come and watch too, won't you?
Yes.
Of course, my dear.
Oh, thank you!
Many thanks, my lord. How was that? Guess what, Papa? When I grow up, I'm gonna be a beautiful dancing girl, the star of the stage. Dancing girl? That's a dream best forgotten. But why, Papa? Helena, my dear, you want to grow up to be a fine lady, yes? Like the princess you will play? Then it would be better not to say such things. Not in this town, at least. What's wrong with dancing? It's so much fun. Because the dancing here is... it's different. Look at her, she's beautiful. Hello, child.
Oh, come now.
Tuck you into bed back at the end. Papa has business to attend to this night.
Yes.
Suppose I should get back to my own work. A thorn? Oh, someone fetch a handkerchief. Primrose seems to be bleeding, the poor dear. Perhaps she got a blister. She's always dancing oh so passionately.
Are you alright?
You alright, Prim? I like you. You're a friend.
Yes.
I'm fine. It's nothing I haven't dealt with before.
Hey!
Don't you think that's enough already? Do you take pleasure in others' pain? We're nothing but the Master's playthings. All of us! And we all know what happens to the girls who displease him. Or have you forgotten? Beaten half to death and tossed in the gutter. Left for dead, sick, and starving.
Stop that!
We all know where we stand. We know what he can do to us. Then why torment one of our own?
Many thanks.
Thank you, Yusafa, but there's no need for you to make foes on my behalf. Prim?
You.
Do yelling back here. Sheathe your claws. It's time for work. Ugh. Do you think money flows into my coffers by itself? Get out there and collect your tips.
Wait a minute.
Not you, Primrose. You stay.
What was that?
What was that sorry show you gave today?
I think not.
Think I'm blind? One glance was all I needed to know your mind was not where it ought to be. I could see every thought in that pretty, empty little head of yours, and they were not dancing tonight. You think she's just a nobody. Everybody's somebody,
Take
to
that
some degree.
tone with me.
You've forgotten who owns you. Yeah, I'm gonna change that. You know the fate that awaits you if you dare defy me, don't you, kitten? I'm warning you because I care, Primrose, about the money flowing into my pockets. I mean, I wouldn't want to see anything untoward happen to my shining star.
Forgive me. The truth is...
I was simply remembering the first day I came here to you. Oh, were you now? Not a day, not a moment passes when I am not thankful for all you have given me. Pray, forgive my lack of focus today, Master. It will not happen again. I too often think back to the day you came to my door. Just imagining the sight of you dancing for me, as sweet and innocent as you were, it tickled me so. And you met my every expectation. You have been my best investment.
I'll have you perfect.
But tonight, you have displeased me. And for this you must atone. Crowd is looking thin tonight. Out on the streets with you. Bring us some custom. Custom with coin enough to cover a week's expenses. If you could do that, I may still go easy on you. At least, relatively so, kitten.
Yes.
You are kind, Master. Man, I hate you. Bravo, Prim. That was a performance for the ages. It was. How do you do it? I want to vomit every time I have to call him Master. Oh. I'm sure Primrose does. Just inside. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be out collecting tips?
Are you alright?
I was worried about you. How's your foot?
What?
Here, use this. Handkerchief? Be careful out there, okay? Oh, actually has friend. Alright, Primrose can allure townspeople into following her. So, kind of like the faith action. Chance of success, 100%. Time to put on a different kind of show. This one looks to be the likely sort.
Excuse me.
Lovely evening, isn't it, my lord? Mayhap you'd care to share it with me?
My apologies.
A tempting offer, but I travel on business. I must depart early on the morrow. Must be a fascinating sort of business that you do. Perhaps you could tell me more over a drink? I'd love to get to know you better.
Most unfortunate.
I'm most afraid I cannot.
Excuse me.
I dance at the tavern just down the street. I'd be happy to put on a show, just for you. Thrash. Some roll 9 times. Chance of success. Okay, so wait. It's just like the guide action, except you have a chance to fail, like Cyrus has a chance to fail his. What's the difference then? There has to be some difference. Strength 2. Care to spare a little more time with me? Poison shot, nah.
My apologies.
Oh, I have to allure you. Yeah, sadly. But no, wouldn't you care to spend a little more time with me? Cannot resist such beauty. Oh, he has 1 string. Yes, that one's pockets look sufficiently deep.
Excellent.
Good work, kitten. You'll be treated well tonight.
Many thanks.
You honor me, master. The seats are starting to fill. See that not a single cup goes empty.
Yes.
As you wish, master.
Beg pardon.
Good evening, gentlemen. Primrose, you're looking more and more lovely each time I see you. It's been a while since we last enjoyed your company. Will you be with us along this evening? As long as you'll have me for, my dear. Is that so? I have to give it some thought then. I'll see you again later.
Till next time.
If that's all, I'll be taking my leave. Could it be? There, on his left arm. The mark of the crow. How long I have waited for this day. Finally, you appear before me. This night, at long last, justice will be served. No! I can't let him get away.
You.
Where do you think you're going? You can shove it. So curious about that man, are you? Was it love at first sight, kitten? Master,
I think gnat.
You would think of abandoning the stage and your customers before the night is through, now would you? Back to work, Primrose. You can shove it. Trust I don't need to repeat
Put
myself.
your face back on now, kitty.
You do remember what happens to the wicked little kittens who cross me, don't you? This is all I have. I may never get another chance like this again.
Are you alright?
Prim, what's the matter? It's not like you to look all flustered like this. You don't need to tell me. For you to risk angering the master like that must be something important. Leave it to me. I'll keep his eyes busy. You slip out the back door on the upper floor. You shouldn't get involved. You'll put yourself at risk. Look, Prim, maybe you don't tell me what you're thinking.
Come on!
But that doesn't matter to me. I'm on your side, and always will be. On my side? When the other girls would pick on me and tell me to know my place, you were always the one who stood by me. You never say much. You're always so distant, aloof even. But I know you just don't want to burden others with your troubles. I know you better than you think, Prim.
I know that.
And I know
down,
that deep
you
down.
have a good heart.
Oh, she actually said that. A good heart? Yasuva. Thank you. Always a woman of few words. I wouldn't have it any other way. Oh, there he is. You will bring the women I need, won't you now? Competent help is so hard to come by these days. Whatever is a man to do. I can assure you, my lord, I am doing all that I can. Oh, so you know him? Helganesh. We are friends, are we not? Friends take care of one another, yes? They do not disappoint each other.
Yes!
I'll do everything in my power. I saw a fine dancing girl in the tavern. I would rather like such a girl for my own. So it is as I thought. Helganesh knows him.
Listen to me.
Bring the women to the place marked on this map. And Helganesh, try not to keep me waiting.
Yes!
But of course, my lord. That map. And that's what we want. We want that map. Hide. And so I must pursue the foul crow. Don't get involved. This is my problem, not yours. But I suppose you're free to do as you please. Come on already, if you're coming. And that is the beginning of Primrose's tale. We need to deal with super creepy Helganesh and get the map so we can help Primrose. She uses a dagger. Help Primrose on her path of revenge. I'm okay with that. I'll buy her a round shield. Let's buy her some starting gear. Iron dagger. Oh, didn't we find an arcane knife? I thought we found an arcane knife. Arcane glaive. Well, that can go here. We lose speed, but more attack. Elemental attack. This would be better on Tressa, but she's not in the group right now. Arcane knife. Yeah. Buy that. Buy a round shield. I'll buy a saintly tiara. And give that to Cyrus, and then the old gear's gonna go to Primrose. Let's go fur robe on Cyrus. And Primrose can have the wind. Yeah. I forget what it's called. Wind cloak thing. I think I'll buy one more, and that'll make us broke. But Ophelia will have better defense too. So she can have the circlet. I don't know if she'll need magic attack. We'll go wind attire and because that's equipped on. That's fine. Okay. Sell the buckler. Leather helm. Leather hat. Leather armor. Leather vest. I'll keep the linen robe for now. Maybe give that to somebody else. And we do have all this stuff we can sell when we need money. I'll sell. I guess this is just for selling. I don't think we'll need any of it. I'll keep a little bit for when I need it. On the road, be like, oh, I really want that. No, pass. You know, be like, I don't want to pass it up. Okay. Sell everything and buy it. I don't feel like I need that now. That'll kind of be if I get overwhelmed. Which might happen here. Who knows? Alright, with all that out of the way, that will end this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a lot of fun. Until the next episode, I'm Cendril 9. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.